What's a good word, everyone? It's your boy DKB here. I just want to say thanks for all the support. The channel's been steadily growing, and the number you see below, you can drop a text, shoot a voicemail, any ideas, topics, collabs, etc. you guys want to see. I'll include them in future videos and live streams, and I'll catch you again. Be easy. What's a good word, Jets fans? It's your boy DKB here. We had a small roster move a couple of days ago, but it's on trend with what we've seen from this front office of the Jets so far, where they seem to be paying pretty acute attention to the recent drafts and any players that tend to hit the waiver wire there, right? We ended up claiming Kobe King, linebacker from the Vikings that was cut on Thursday, I believe. And we claimed him off waivers on Friday. He was their 6th round pick in the 2025 NFL draft. And he's pretty much been mostly a special teams player to this point. I believe it is 77 special team snaps to his name. He's picked up 4 tackles on the season, and he only has 3 or 4 reps on defense. So this wasn't a guy necessarily out there making a ton of noise or anything as, a hard hitting, kind of think Kiko Mauigoa to a certain degree, right? Still 2 very different players, but in terms of kind of being more of that throwback, I want to run and hit type of player, that's essentially what you're looking at with Kobe. He did have his best season in his last collegiate year as well. Nothing mind-blowing, but still, you love to see a player looking his best as he finishes his college season. But this was notable for a few reasons. One, we continue to try to build up and add around special teams, which is what we're realistically signing Kobe King here for. But again, we've been, take a look at, I think I said Tariq Black before for the cornerback, but Corey Black from the Giants that we picked up, 7th round cornerback. You take a look at what we're picking up now in Kobe King. You take a look at a handful of other guys that have been switched and picked up and dropped off of the practice squad in recent memory here. This was only 1 of 5 picks from the Vikings, right? So to me, this screams that either they thought they could sneak this guy past waivers and there wouldn't be too much interest from other teams, or this, and by the way, they would have made this move because Aaron Jones was returning and they needed the punch from him in the pass and receiving game with some of Carson Wentz's struggles. But still, this is a situation where you assume if you're Adolpha, the GM over there, you are already handicapped in that you only have 5 draft picks and you can't necessarily afford to let these guys go. Also, we know the Vikings, Brian Flores over there, he is a big lover of linebackers and being able to use, various physical builds and stuff like that, but put them in advantageous positions. You'd imagine that they want to keep someone like this around because it's not like you're going to see an ample influx of resources coming in to help building and keep the bottom of that roster afloat. So I'm curious how the Jets' thought process will work, again, assuming Aaron Glenn and company make it into a year 2. But what will be the plan with trying to accumulate all of these young guys, right? A bunch of day 3 picks and such from prior drafts and recent ones. And what's the expectation, right? Are they going to proceed to continue to go into a youth movement, or do they need to start trying to find some of these veteran guys that Aaron Glenn can say would be my program builders and guides to some of these young players, right? A lot of roster tinkering that's been going on so far as they look to try to find answers and such. But he at least has a pretty clear-cut role on special teams if he can jump in right out of the gate without expectations to really have to do too much more, especially since Quincy Williams is returning. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys again. Peace.